Hello there and good afternoon. The Tory Brexiteers are now buckling. Not only have Jacob Rees-Mogg and Michael Fabricant decided to throw the true Brexit towel in, there is also talk that Boris Johnson will follow suit. And how many others from the Tory Party European Research Group will also follow their lead? They've watched their own party leader, as Prime Minister, trash the UK Constitution to keep the UK worse than tied to the EU, so dragging the Conservative Party deeper into the mire, and people like this still stick grimly to the task of supporting their party, at all and any cost. And on top of that, they seem willing to subject this country to another 2+ years of negotiating with the European Union from an even weaker position than our own politicians have engineered us into now. Just so that in the next few days they can try and trumpet signing our country into permanent EU colony status as Brexit. The Tories will shout that they have done Brexit and it's all over, national holidays and celebrations all round. The press will be there heralding the end of our EU membership, time to move on and time to mend the nation, etc. Then over the next 2 or more years, government negotiators will be told to basically sign up to everything the EU tells us to, as we will have been sold off. There will be no meaningful negotiations, because we will have proved ourselves unworthy of such respect. Why would the EU bother? After all, they already have enough of our establishment under their control to not have to worry ever again about the UK. And when the real Brexiteers try to point out the truth of our vassalage to the EU, they will soon be told to shut up, as people say, enough, you got what you wanted, move on. Those that wanted to remain will not be happy. Those that wanted to leave properly will not be happy. And those in the middle will become unhappy as they find out the country has been duped by May's so-called deal. But the good news is that even if they do vote for Mrs May's withdrawal agreement, it's not all doom and gloom. Because Theresa May would still not be able to ratify her deal with the European Union. It would not be game over. Oh no. There would then still be the final set to play. And on the side, if MPs do or do not vote for her deal, I think there might be a legal challenge to her Article 50 extension anyway, which might bear fruit in the meantime. Let's see. But what is this final set that Theresa May would have to win in order to ratify her deal? It is something I've talked about before. It is the as yet unpublished EU Withdrawal Agreement Bill that must be passed into law by royal assent by 11 p.m. on the 22nd of May 2019. And that date is just 56 days away. And if it is not passed into law and she has not been able to ratify her deal with Brussels by that time, then once again the default would be that we were out on WTO terms. Because unless we are in a position to hold EU MEP elections on the next day, the 23rd of May, we will not be allowed to extend Article 50 any further, and to revoke it would put us instantly at odds with both international and domestic law. And as I've pointed out before, this withdrawal agreement bill has not yet been published, when in any other context it would be sensible so to do. And probably not published because of the highly contentious nature of its contents. Maybe the PM's worried that if the government did publish that bill, it would totally kill off her deal once the details were public. Who knows? And I suspect that is also why the original timings envisaged this new bill taking 6 months to get through Parliament, not in fewer than the 2 months now available. And I hope the Brexiteers are ready for that battle should it come to it, because if the timings are squeaky tight, her bill could fail and we could be fully out, no strings attached. Interestingly, Mrs May will soon be meeting with her backbenchers, with some commentators predicting a surprise springing from it. Who knows? Anyway, please share and comment, and thank you for watching.